welcome to today's stream. Going to be doing a different game today from XCOM after the end of our after the XCOM campaign kind of ended in a bit of a disaster. So this is Battletech using the Battletech Advanced 3062. So this is a mod that changes a lot of how Battletech it improves upon the original game in that it adds a lot more. It advances the timeline up to 3062 instead of being in the 3020. So there's a lot more technology available, a lot less technology is lost tech, and also the clans have the clan invasion has also happened, so all that lovely tech is available. So this is the beginning of a new campaign. I've gone ahead and got the initial settings all set up for everyone. So we just need to look at customizing our company. And yeah, well, first off we'll look at our Mechwarriors, see what we got here. Now I did choose the option to have the original team from the first game, so we do have this is us, the commander. The nickname got chosen was Eternity, obviously Larien then, that's me as the commander, so I need to choose the starting skills, and we start with Behemoth, Decker, Glitch and Medusa, which is the starting crew from the campaign, from the main campaign. This is not the main campaign, this is more of an open-ended bit, but where we try to do what we can, build up our lance, earn some credit, earn some sea bills, all that good stuff. So Behemoth, as usual, starts off with the high guts, so she's always one you want to put into a mech that you want to tank with. Decker, I usually spec him towards scouting, and yeah, his stats do certainly reflect that. Yeah, Battletech Advanced also redoes a lot of the skills. So as we go through, we'll explain how the skills work, but you now have several choices on those skills. Glitch, of course, is our gunner, as always. Crazy as ever. And right, so the sound of their voice is very quiet, so let me just adjust that. And voices up a little bit. There we go. Let's see how that sounds now. Alright, let's go out there and back to the screen. And yeah.
Good to go.
Oh yeah, there we go, much better. Can hear them. I know they don't have any infinities because I haven't been piloting any
Welcome,
mechs.
Commander.
Of course, we have the AI for ours because we're going to be piloting the mech ourselves and all of that good stuff. So yeah, we started off. We are from Larien, Concordat. We were a bounty hunter until we decided to start up our mech lance. So here, I usually like going a gunnery, and yeah, as you see, we now have the choice. This is also going to be a playthrough where we just use mechs. We are not going to be using vehicles, because the mod makes vehicles available to use. But again, we're not going to be using it. We are a Mechwarrior lance, not a vehicle lance. So I can choose between multi-target, which allows me to fire at 3 different targets within the mech's firing arc with different weapons. You can't fire multiple weapons out. There is the Battle Lord, which supercharges the mech. You do 15% more damage, and you have a +2 accuracy for the turn, which is really nice. But it generates 30 extra heat, so you always got to watch out the heat when you do that. But that's good to have on a mech that can hit quite hard with an alpha strike, and it also costs 20 resolve, and that's another change here. In this, resolve is not a party resource, a group resource. It is individual to each one. And then there's Testify Firepower, which is for a vehicle. Oh no, you pillbox the tank and use the ability to move, but you gain extra damage. We're not going to use that. I think we are going to go for Battle Lord here, because we already have the multi-gunner with Glitch. That one, and then And then, as you can see, that gives the -1 recoil penalty, which is always nice, +5 base chance to hit, and reduced jam chance. And I think for secondary, yeah, we're going to go with guts to get that extra health, and then now we've got the XP. Bring up tactics for a direct fire penalty, and we will bring up our. And I think we'll increase chance to hit. Yeah, just go for.
Mechwarrior training complete.
There we go. Everyone else. So Medusa can briefing. So
Waiting for orders.
Glitch obviously is our gunner and probably going to be our tactician as well. Possibly. Might go. Yeah, and then Dekar is our scout. Dekar is our scout pilot. So what role would we want Medusa?
Standing by.
I think, yeah, going for piloting obviously is a good option here. Yeah, that one requires a vehicle. But yeah, so here we have sure movement. The mech piloted by this pilot gain 1 bonus evasion charge after moving. That's always nice. And the move, if the move is not a sprint, jump, charge, or melee, he also gains entrench, which is nice because it means he's more stable on the ground, less likely for the mech to be knocked over by enemy attacks. Or Phantom, where we can blur the signature and just make it that much harder for them to hit him on a 3-turn cooldown. I think I like sure movement because the extra pip that you get passively is very nice. So we'll go with
Training confirmed, Commander.
So he's going to be our pilot. Mech, so probably want him in lighter mechs more than likely, just because it just makes it so much harder for them to hit him. Dekar is our scout, obviously, so we want to give him scouting once we get the XP. So yeah, next we will just customize our company. Oh yeah, we can see things like the reputation that we have with all the different factions. We can ally with different factions, like that one we can get ally with right now. I think we'll hold off on that for now. And the same with Clan Diamond Shark, because Clan Diamond Shark kind of want to ally with everybody. That's just how they are. But we'll see where we are and see what we can do. Right, so now we can paint our mech up, and I think the accent will go with metallic blue accents, and we'll go with green. No, we'll go with a light blue. Yeah, there we go. Go with my colours. There we are. And right, so we can change the name. So we are called Eternity. So as our call sign. Let's go with Eternity Rangers, shall we? And let's see, what shall we pick out for this? This is just purely for flavour, and also it changes the insignia you see on the Argo, which is our ship. Well, that's our main ship, and then we have the Leopard drop ship as well. I think we'll go with that one. Yeah, that looks good. So we'll save that. Give it a minute. There we go. So let's update all of that. So, yep. And as I said, this is the Argo. This is our ship. It's seen better days. We definitely could do with giving it a fresh lick of paint. You know, and giving it some upgrades. So let's go to engineering. And this shows all of the upgrades. Yeah, so we have drop tonnage. Which means, which means, we can increase the mech bait, but that can be a little bit buggy, so we'll be careful about doing that. That allows us to drop more, increases our weight limit, which means we can drop heavier mechs. That's not going to be a thing until we start assembling heavy mechs, assault mechs, and stuff like that. To start with, we'll probably have a couple of lights and probably a medium or something like that. But as you see, some things have been built. First thing we need to do is get the power conduits repaired, though, before really we can do anything else.
It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
So we'll get that started up. So that will take a few days to get going. And now let's look at the real meat and potatoes of Battletech, the mechs. Oh, okay, we're getting some bonus rewards. Let's see what the game gives us. While it thinks about that. Let's see, what have we got? Okay, we've got a rare LRM 10. LRM 10 is rare? Really? Okay, I didn't exactly call LRM 10 rare, especially in 3062. But, okay. I mean, it's an LRM 10. I'm not going to complain. LRM 10s are nice. For those who don't know, LRM stands for Long Range Missile. So what else do we get? We have... These are all upgrades that can be added onto mechs. This is for battle armor. So we don't have any battle armor right now. It's basically a think Iron Man power suit kind of deal. Got some LRM ammo, AC5 ammo, MG ammo, SRMs, which are short range missiles. They do more damage, don't have the range of the LRMs. So that's the trade-off. AC2, which is an autocannon. That's ammo. A large laser. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Yep. Lasers have +1 accuracy because they are an energy beam that fire out. The large laser, as you see, takes up 5 tons, but does quite a lot of damage, and it has reasonable range. An autocannon 5, not bad. Does 45 damage, and yeah, uses up 4 slots. Yeah. Not bad. It has recoil, obviously, but again, remember where I said my commander now no longer does -1 recoil? That means the recoil penalty on this for firing autocannon consecutive turns means it no longer applies. If I had my commander piloting a mech with an AC, with an autocannon, or anything else that has recoil. A couple of LRM5s, medium lasers, yeah, SRM4, AC2. The difference between the AC2 and the AC5 is the AC2, as you can see, does less damage, fires in a burst, but it is much longer ranged. It's more of a sniper type weaponry. Battle armor SRMs, lots of battle armor SRMs. Okay, support PPC for the battle armor, and we've got jump jets, hand actuators for the mechs, heat sinks, jump jets, more support PPCs, more heat sinks for the mechs, more arm actuators. It also helps. Arm accuracy is basically if you, because mechs can get up close and can punch each other in melee. It can be quite an effective strategy. Small laser, not bad. Another small laser, some SRM2s. Yeah. The number of the SRM or LRM indicates that's how many that they fire. An SRM2 fires 2 SRMs, and LRM10 fires 10 LRMs. As you can see, the damage is quite different between them. SRMs do more damage, but don't have the range and don't fire as many. LRMs longer range, fire a massive cluster. Those clusters don't all hit. Okay, machine guns for the battle armor. SRMs. Okay. And a machine gun. Not bad. So, okay, we have ourselves a Griffin to start off with. The Griffin is an old design, but it is in general, it is pretty solid. So let's have a look at what equipment we've got on her. So what have we got? Yep, she comes with the her classic PPC, which is Plasma Projectile Cannon. It's a long-range, high-damage weapon. As you can see, causes stability damage as well, generates a lot of heat, and it also scrambles targeting systems. So it's a pretty nice weapon to be able to field. We have some LRM-10s, which is nice. Some ammo here. We need to move that at some point, but we'll do that afterward. So what is the Griffin's special ability? Special traits. Griffin Rugged. Okay, which gives it... Oh, extra structure on the center torso. Always nice. Harder to knock out. And the gyro provides a little bit more stability. Okay. That's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. Yeah, what have we got for internals? Yeah, it's just... And heat efficiency is very good. Actually, this variant is extremely heat efficient. I'll have to see what upgrades we can do for her at some point. But yeah, Griffin is meant to be as it says, their sniper and fire support. So you don't want it to be taking damage, because armor is okay, but not great. But yeah, So it wants to be hanging back firing its LRM-10s and PPCs at long range. Still, it's a good mech, and it's a good mech to start with, because it gives you some long-range firepower. Now the rest... Okay, we have a Vulcan. Not bad. Usually Vulcans want to be up close. Let's just scroll down. Yeah, flamer, medium lasers, machine guns, medium lasers. Yeah. So in general, yeah, sort of mid to short range loadout on this one. Fair enough. And we have a Hornet. Not exactly the prettiest of mechs. What heresy is this? Love, really? Okay, fine. Yeah, Hornet's okay. It's a light mech, only a 20-tonner, so in general it doesn't have a lot on there. But let's see, we've got medium laser, LRM-5, small laser. Okay, bit of a harasser. Kind of, again, light mechs want to be kept on the move a lot. So I'm just going to order this by tonnage, so just bear with me. There we go. We have an urban mech. Okay, the R90. So this is the variant that comes with a PPC and some medium lasers and small lasers. Fair enough. So yeah, urban mechs are fine. They're okay. They're slow. They're kind of known as a meme in Battletech lore because they kind of look like a walking trash can. But never underestimate an Urby, especially with a good mech. And we have a Locust, which is a good scouting mech. Very fast, very lightly armed and armoured. It survives by being faster than everything else and being hard to hit. Yeah, we've got 2 machine guns and a medium laser. Standard loadout for a Locust. Okay, not bad, not bad. Right, well, let's see. No, I don't want the store. I wanted the command centre. Well, let's have a look. Yeah, well, let's see. What contracts have we got? Where have we ended up? Okay, we're in Curitan territory, it seems. And yeah, there is a rich and diverse lore to Battletech. Yeah, so yeah, I think we can... What's up, Comstar? Yeah, Comstar are basically... They managed all the communication network, among other things. But yeah. So... Comstar. So yeah, this is the it's not a galaxy, but this is basically all of this is the inner sphere. This is the main area that humans have colonized in our galaxy thus far. There are other clusters out and about, and are they up? Nope, they're not up there. Okay. So yeah, and you have different great houses all vying for control of territory and whatnot. Currently, so alright, we're actually near the center here. So the red is Curitan, blue is Steiner, I believe. Yeah, they're in Commonwealth. White is Comstar, or Word of Blake, it would seem. It looks like Comstar. Alright, so we're in that era. Right, so we have Word of Blake and Comstar doing different things going on. So yeah. You can see that there are different things here which affect the world and the contracts that you have in it. Difficulty filter is based on... We can set it to only show planets with specific difficulties. Just give it a minute to update after I've clicked that. And when you are ready... Yeah, it filters everything. Yeah, there we are. And so it tells you what planets, stars, whatever, have that difficulty for missions. And the difficulty you can take on depends quite heavily on what mechs you have in your Lance. Lance is basically what we are, and that is a deployment of 4 mechs. Although I believe we can deploy more than that. But anyway, that's enough talking. Let's get on and into a mission. So let's see, what have we got? Yes, Darius, it is always a good time to shoot pirates. So what have we got here? So decent salvage rates actually, 470. That's not bad. That's max salvage. You can negotiate and such as well. So actually, it's quite well paying. Banditry. It's a problem to the point that the government corporate interests can't safely move land, so they want a mercenary company, namely us, to defend the convoy from pirates, basically. So yeah. So in this, you can choose to have more payment, but it then means you have less salvage rates. And starting off, we want more salvage rates because we want to be able to salvage equipment from the enemy mechs that we've destroyed. So that then we can possibly salvage mechs, which, you know, can be nice, or salvage some nice equipment in order to upgrade our own mechs. So let's accept, and yeah, so this is what we start with. Yeah, we do start with a vehicle. Like I said, we won't be using vehicles. So let's see. So first up, yeah, I usually go from light to heaviest along this way. So the Griffin we want in the back, so I'll put that over there. The Vulcan, yeah, that can go there, and then I will bring our Urban Mech rather than our Hornet. It's a little bit better armed and armored. It's a heavier mech as well. So we want our Scout in the Locust because Locust is fast. That's the kind of mech you want to be scouting in. Our gunner will be good in the Sniper. Of the Griffin, we will pilot the Vulcan. And right, do we want Behemoth or do we want in an Urban Mech? Yeah, Urban Mech's kind of geared towards light mech as a light mech for being more durable. So let's put Behemoth in there to give it a little bit more. Especially in an urban center. As the name suggests, urban mechs are good in urban biomes because they are slow. They can get caught out in the open if they're not. And let's see, that's Lance A. We do have an additional Lance. So let's deploy the Hornet and Medusa in there. There we go. So we can bring everybody. And there's even a spot for another mech once we get one. As I said, I won't be deploying vehicles, so we'll probably sell that vehicle at some point. Lance C is, yeah, that's battle armor, Lance, and then those are locked because we have to upgrade our Leopard. So let's deploy. Should be really straightforward. It's only a half skull difficulty, so it should be, you know, fairly straightforward. It's a good idea to get in. Our tonnage is 165, so that's 1.5. So technically speaking, we could take 1.5 skull missions potentially. But obviously, it depends who you're up against, what equipment they have, what mechs they have. There's a lot of variation in there. And yep, as the tooltip suggests, there is no overkill, only open fire and reload. Yeah, there is never no such thing as overkill in Battletech. You generally, holding back, you only really want to hold back when your mech is starting to get overheat, because firing weapons does cause mechs to build up heat, and you do need to manage that, particularly if they're not heat neutral. So, as we saw with our Griffin is overcooling massively, which means we can fire everything as much as we want without any worry about it overheating. The other mechs may not be as heat efficient, but we shall have to see how that goes, and see if there's anything we can do to improve it. So let's just wait for this to load up, and then we will get into some stompy mech action. When you're ready, game. Yeah, that is one thing. It does take a little. Sometimes it can take a little bit to load things up. But yeah, as I said, there is a lot of lore about all the different factions, how things got to be in the way they are, with the different factions vying for control over the inner sphere, and things like that. The rise of Comstar, the fall of the Star League, all that good stuff. The Word of Blake shenanigans, which is basically Word of Blake were Comstar, but they kind of split off because they would basically Comstar kind of reformed out of the whole, because they used to do mysteriousness around the maintaining of the communications network. basically they kept it to themselves, and they even dressed it up. So like they would dress up like wizards and stuff like that because making out it's mystical and all of that. But there was a schism between those who felt we should keep things more technological and those who wanted to keep up with the mysticism. Rota Blake is the latter. Okay, escort mission, predetermine the location, rendezvous with the convoy, and get it to the destination. Rendezvous point is there. Okay, so that's where we need to get to. Yeah. So fairly straightforward. So, that time there probably will be enemy mechs around. As you can see, this is very much an urban environment. So this is Deckard in our Scout Locust. So again, see what I mean about Locust moving really fast. And that number indicates how many evasion pips it has. The more evasion pips a mech has, the harder it is to hit with weaponry. So, and that's the good thing about the Locust. It's very hard to hit. And which is why it's ideal for a Scout mech.
On it.
But you generally need to keep it on the move. See, and there he goes. Scouting things out for us, and yeah. Okay, so we haven't triggered any other. We haven't got any more sensor contacts, so that's very good. So Behemoth, we can move up with. And okay, I'm just going to turn the graphics settings down a little bit. It seems to be a little bit jumpy right now. Just bear with me, I'm just going to take that down a notch. Let's give it a minute. Okay, now it's... Nope. And now it's showing on the wrong screen, so just bear with. There we are, and let's just get the resolution back properly. There we go. Yeah, see, now that's a bit smoother now. So yeah, because there are no hostile enemy contacts, we just take our move as... we just move all of our mechs up. Now the red means they're basically on a road, means they can move faster. As you can see, yeah, Vulcan is also quite a speedy mech, equipped, but is far better equipped. Over here shows the weapons equipped on the mech. Down here we have armor and structure. Every section has different armor and structure, and you'll see how that works when we get into combat. But basically, different parts can be hit by the different weapons. And this shows optimal targeting ranges. Here, this band shows the brighter it is, the more optimal it is for them to hit.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
The Griffin and the Hornet can move up as well. And that's an ugly mech, huh? You can also sort of see the differences between the different sizes of mechs as well, which is also nice. That's that. Okay. Pirate blocking forces around here somewhere, so we need to keep alert to that. So for now, we'll keep moving up towards our objective over here and see if we can find these pirates. So again, sprinting up with the Locust, and let's see what's there. Let's see what comes up in sensors. Yeah, and don't worry, the city has been evacuated of civilians, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, an urban mech so slow. Okay, it has jump jets. Is jump jets any faster? Nope. Yeah, we need to do some adjustments on that mech if we're going to be using it long term. But anyway, urban mech is designed for urban situations. Just round in a corner and you find an enemy mech and shoot it with PVC. Never a bad strategy. Let's move up with our Vulcan. Let's move up with the Griffin. Again, the Griffin is a bit slower, but that's fine because you want it to be a bit more behind your troops, because it is a long-range fire support mech. And we'll move up with the Hornet. And there he goes. Okay, I don't know about you, but that was a bit loud. What? Oh, we're being shot at. Okay. And as you can see, buildings can be hit and destroyed. It's a good thing they evacuated the city, huh? But yeah, so we were just fired on from over here somewhere. So yeah, let's see. Was Medusa hit? Was he hit at all? He was hit on the back. Oh! Where did this guy come from? Okay. So we could use Medusa. Right, so yeah, let's use Medusa. Get him.
Waiting for orders.
Let's see, can he hit behind? Shooting a mech from the back makes it easier to hit them, as you can see with the green line there.
Move into
So
position.
let's get into a more optimal firing position and get behind him. And yeah, as you see, this is all based on hit percentages. Yeah, so yeah, we're a bit close. LRMs have a minimum range, which we are inside of, which, as you can see on that list, confers a +8 difficulty. So let's switch off, and you can switch off what weapon you want to fire. So that will conserve ammo for the LRM. Okay, that is a little bit loud. So I'm going to turn sound effects down a little bit. Come on, game. There we go. Right, so just bear with me. I'm just going to turn sound effects, and I'm going to turn the ambient sounds down a little bit as well. There we go. That should be a bit better now, hopefully. So yeah, so let's bring up the target. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's not quite so loud. So let's aim on the commando. There we are, and let's So this is commando. Commando is a good light mech. And this variant comes with a medium laser, SRM6 and SRM4, so pretty scary, so we want to get this guy out. As you see, if you mouse over an individual component, it tells you the actual armor. So if you look here, 15, 15, and 20, compared to the front, which has 40 armor, you know? So usually shooting a medic in the back is a good idea because they usually have less armor. And as mentioned, they are easier to hit.
Got the angle.
He does have cover, but because you're attacking him in the rear, that doesn't matter. Cover reduces the damage taken. So yeah, that was a pretty good ambush on their part. He literally just burst out of the building. Credit where credit's due, that was a good ambush. Okay, so the commando... Yeah, that is one problem is... Yeah, mech still is exposed to the rear of my mech. Oh!
You bastards.
Language. But yeah, they just blew off the left side torso of my mech, which also blows off the arm, and that also injures the mech pilot in question. So that's not good because he's just lost the majority of his weapons on that one. So that may not have been the best move, but you know, that is how things go. And so let's bring our locust up to there. Not exactly optimal firing because again he's moved, so he's got evasion pips as well. So he moved up to there. 25 chance, as opposed to yeah. Well, let's move up to here and
Got it.
Also, there is an initiative score in that lighter mechs tend to go first in initiative, and they get to act first, which is usually a good thing because it usually means they can get out of the way of the firing arcs of heavier mechs. So yeah, and with the machine gun we can adjust the firing mode to fire different times, but more at an increased chance to jam. So yeah, here we don't exactly have great chances to hit. What abilities do we have? Nah. And there's nothing there. Yeah, so starting out, mech pilots don't have a variety of special abilities, and here we can see harder to hit. And this just gives us some intel on the commander because we've got some mechs in the area scouting him. He's entrenched, so he takes less damage. Cover, so he has cover, and so he takes less damage because he's in the forest, and he's he's harder to hit. Again, here you can see a breakdown of what makes it easier and harder to hit something. So in this case, our chances to hit are pretty low, but as is usually said in the Battletech universe, a shot not taken is a miss.
Roger that.
Is always a miss. So let's give it a try, and we did actually hit with the machine guns, which is okay. Machine guns are more for once you take out the armor, but hey, we still hit them.
Yes, Commander.
So let's... Okay, so here comes Behemoth in the urban mech, which is a significantly tougher mech. Can we jump on top of this? Ooh, no, don't zoom in that much. Can we jump on top of this building? No, the jump jets are not even good enough for that. Okay. Yeah. Urban mech mobility, ladies and gents. Not fantastic. So that's gonna... We do have to watch our sidelines because friendly fire is a thing. And that gives us a pretty abysmal chance to hit. In all fairness. But we will try and move up. So we do need to engage because again, any shot that isn't taken is an automatic miss. And we may not. We may get a good roll on the attack. But still. And as you can see, that only builds up a little down here. This is the bar for building heat. We go past this line, and the mech starts overheating, and that causes problems. This is stability. If that reaches this point, the mech becomes unstable. If it completely fills, the mech falls over. And different weapons can affect that. Usually hitting things with physical projectiles, missiles, autocannons, and stuff like that can affect it. Is more likely to knock a mech over than firing at them with an energy weapon, which doesn't have as much of a physical impact on them. But still, let's see if we can... Nah, I don't want to risk it because there's a very good chance we'll hit the Hornet. So we'll brace, which means we take less damage. Next we have our Vulcan. Now, Vulcan is a very good mech for hunting light mechs. And I will show you why. Because it's very fast, it's a medium mech, and it is armed to the teeth. So let's move in. We could punch, but then we wouldn't be able to use our machine gun or our flamer, because those are on the arms. So we'll kick him, and then we'll get to use our weapons as well. And I think, because we have that extra chance to not jam when the weapon fires multiple times like the MG, we'll go for a 3 times volley on him, and we'll see if we can get some good damage on him. Flamer does low damage, but it builds up heat in an enemy mech, and as I mentioned, overheating is very bad for a mech. You start taking all kinds of penalties. So let's see what we can get. So we're going to run in.
Engaging physical attack.
Give him a kick, which is good. We exposed some structure. Always good. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, see, there we go. We destroyed his left torso.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
And yeah, we did quite a lot of damage to him with that, as you see. We took that out, we damaged his leg, that was from the kick. Took out his medium laser, which was probably in either the arm or the side torso. And yeah, so we destroyed those components, so those components are now gone, no longer usable. And that's how battle works in Battletech, and he's also panicking a bit, because he's just got beat up a little bit. And he did also get hurt because the side torso exploded off, which is right next to where the cockpit is.
Good to go.
Now, glitch, we don't want to get up close like that. As you see, we have the optimal... So we actually want to move a little bit further away from him. But yeah, mechs also have firing arcs. Okay, there. I think would be our best chance to hit him.
Don't need to tell me twice.
So we'll move up to there. So yeah, this is what I mean about the Griffin being more of a medium-range support mech, because we don't want to get up close with it like the Vulcan does. So reasonable chances to hit here. So we will take those shots. Fire the DPC, fire the LRMs. Yeah, got some decent damage on him. Okay, new turn. You see up here, this is all the initiatives. And the pilot abilities can reflect that. Yeah, it does look like the PPC missed, which is unfortunate. Yeah, he's now on fire because we hit him with the flamer and set the area around him on fire. But he's now getting a rear shot on the Vulcan. And like I said about collateral damage.
That hit something important.
Yeah, the engine got
Damage minimal.
crit on the Hornet. So, yeah, he's really always really lucky to still be going through. We want to get him out of here
I'm here.
at this point. Because right now he is likely to get destroyed. So we will use his jump jets to just get him out of here, get him out of line of sight of that.
Copy that.
Because he's already very beat up in the back. And because of the engine crit, he's going to be taking a lot more heat. Yeah, additional 15 heat per turn. And with the right shoulder destroyed, yeah, it's less accurate. And yeah. And he's taken severe burns, which is not good. Suffering penalty to evasion, as well as the consciousness threshold means the pilot can lose consciousness in the middle of the fight. Which is just bad all around, so... This is why the Hornet's not a great mech. It's not very armoured. Well armoured, so it can't really take beating very well. Next up, it's the enemy's turn. So let's see what they do. This guy's already acted, so there are other mechs around here somewhere. So the AI is just deciding what to do. Okay, that is a long-range weapon. Ooh. Okay, that's probably mortars.
You got nothing, you hear me?
Thank you, Glitch. Yeah, Glitch is she's special. She usually gets pretty cocky like that. So yeah, so over here somewhere there is a long-range fire support mech shooting some form of missile at our Griffin. Didn't really cause that much damage because Griffin's medium mechs are and it has a good amount of armor to it.
What's up, boss?
So with the Locust, and the MG jammed. That's unfortunate. It means we have to wait for it to jam before we can use it again. Okay, Lucas wants to be moving fast, but I don't think we can really move very fast while still getting a good angle. Okay, actually, yes. We can get a pretty good angle with that. But in general, it does want to be a bit closer, because, yeah, machine guns have a better chance to hit. Especially where, you know, he does have some exposed armor as well. But let's get right up on him. And it gives a really good chance to hit as well.
On my way.
So let's get right up on him, because we need to deal with this guy. He is really starting to annoy us. And Locust isn't really good in melee because it's a light mech, so it doesn't really do much in melee in terms of damage. So yeah, this guy's kind of fried up, so we'll leave it on 2, and yeah. So
Taking a shot.
yeah, we got him with the medium laser, and we destroyed the leg actuator,
Think I hit something good.
which means the mech moves slower. Hey, Zenji unjammed. Always good.
Good to go.
Right, so now we've got our urban mech. So what we'll do is we'll see if we can get some clear. Oh, we can jump up here, but we wouldn't be able to see him, I don't think. No. Unfortunately, we can sprint, which means we can get a little bit further, but we don't really want to run through the fire. But you can fire while sprinting, but it does confer a penalty for doing so. I feel like we'll jump up here and we'll just keep an eye out for enemies. We'll jump up and then we will fortify, essentially go into guard, brace the mech against incoming fire. But usually you want to take the high ground, like as everyone always does, because you have a better chance to hit. So again, now here once more we want to melee this guy. We want to melee him from the same side, because that's where we've been wearing him down. Because directional facings do matter in terms of what you can and cannot hit. We'll once more go for the kick so we can fire our machine gun and flamer at him. So we'll come around. And yeah, Vulcans are pretty good melee mechs for the reasons you've been seeing.
Engaging physical attack.
Ah, we missed that time. With the kick, now we get to fire the weapons.
No damage detected.
As you see, we just took out his leg, which means he's going
Enemy
down.
mech. Critical damage detected.
Yeah, if you destroy the leg of a mech, it does knock them down. So now that pilot takes another injury because the mech failed out. And he's now
I hear ya.
he's a sitting duck and is easy prey for our mechs. But again, this is a weapon system that doesn't really want to get up close. A mech that doesn't want to get up close. But we still want to move and get the evasion pips, if possible, to make it harder to hit because there is an artillery mech shooting at us. Here, but again, friendly fire chance. I don't really want to take that chance. That is good, but it's a little bit outside of the optimal range. That is within the optimal range, so yeah.
Got it.
We'll go for that. Get to run through some burning terrain, which means the mech builds up some additional heat. Which is unfortunate. And yeah, so when a mech is on the ground, you can also make a cold shot. As you can see, he's lost his leg there. And took a fair bit of damage to the center torso. The center torso goes out, then the mech is effectively mission killed. So let's see if we can take him out with the PPC and LRMs.
This should be good.
Oh, he destroys SRM-6.
Yeah, critical hit.
Didn't destroy him though, so he can still get up. Yeah, Bex with one leg can get up. So let's see what he does. Yeah, so we did hit him. Yeah, wasn't enough to finish him off though. But it means he now only has the SRM-4 weapon system available to use against me. See, my mech, the Vulcan, is building up a fair bit of heat of its own from constantly firing. You can see that as the heat haze around the mech. AI is deciding what it wants to do. Yep, there it is. That's the mech that's been firing on us. Yeah. So that is launching some form of missile at us. And he hit his friend, because again, friendly fire.
Damage minimal.
And because he's fired on while he was on the ground, he's panicked and he ejected, leaving the remains of his mech on the ground. So he's now out.
Receiving you.
So let's go, and this is where the Locust shines. Let's go and get a visual on this guy. Doesn't look like we can, but hopefully we can get some sensors on him. We'll go to here, which makes it harder for him to
Understood. Moving fast.
get a shot on him because the building will be blocking the way. And still got no visual on the mech. That on the enemy mech, that's unfortunate, so we can't see him. Oh, we can wait there for now. Okay, yeah, he's effectively out of the fight at this point. So he can just brace, stay out of the way. He only has a small laser available.
Waiting for orders.
That doesn't do a lot of damage, and with the damage he's taken, yeah, it's not great. So we'll jump the urban mech down into cover.
Up high.
Yeah, a mech can only jump like that when it has jump jets equipped. So some mechs come with them, some mechs don't. There are advantages and disadvantages of using them. Using them, it does generate heat. So jumping a mech around while firing all of its weapons can be a good way to overheat your mech if you're not careful. But the extra mobility does mean you can get on top of vehicles or on top of mountains and stuff like that, depending on the terrain you're up against. So yeah, there's our battle lord ability. So unfortunately, our mech is currently unstable, so we can't sprint, which is unfortunate. So, but what we'll do is we'll just move up into the cover there, and it'll allow us to drain out some heat as well, as that's what heat sinks are for, and the engine itself comes with heat sinks. As you can see, the heat rating has now gone down considerably, and the machine gun jammed. That's unfortunate. But let's just brace from incoming fire. In the MG unjammed, that's always nice.
Waiting for orders.
So, glitch, we will sprint with just up and ready to
Double
provide
time.
fire support. Go and done. When you sprint with a mech, you can't brace with it. Just as a note. Okay, he's moving back because now he's lost his spotter. So he has to come to us in order to spot us. Okay, he's firing those missiles. Okay, yeah. That's the annoying thing is they are AoE. They hit an area of
Minor
effect,
damage.
but they are heat-based weapons. So they don't do a massive amount of damage,
Commander.
and even a locust can shrug that kind of damage off. The annoying thing is, it just means we can't fire all of our weapons. So we definitely want to move up. I don't think we want to move up that close. But again, because it is a locust, we do want to get the evasion pips as high as possible.
Moving to
Because
position.
the locust's defense is that it's hard to hit. Oh, ooh, they're going. Our employer's not going to be happy about that, but that's fine. They can rebuild those. Yeah, it's relatively easy. So what are we up against? Oh, and it's another locust with mortars, medium laser. Oh, a pulse laser. Now that was Lost Tech. They are now recently learning how to build those, so they're becoming more common. But yeah, this is a locust. Yeah, and he's hard to hit as well. Yeah, again, like our locust, his locust is hard to hit. And so this is a mortar variant. Interesting. So that's what he's been flinging at. He's been firing mortars at us. So let's see if we can't hit this guy, because getting him in the back like this would be really nice. But let's see if we can. We hit him once with the machine guns. So that was nice. Again, Medusa he has to stay in the back at this point. He's too injured and his mech is too banged up to really contribute more. Now I could eject him, but that would destroy the cockpit, and that means more lengthy repairs for the mech. So I don't really want to do that because that costs more too. So how far can we jump? Not far enough. Yeah, having jump jets on the Griffin is nice because it can jump up onto buildings to get better sight on an enemy. Like for example, if we could jump up to here, we might get a good view on that locust. And if you take the high ground,
Got it.
you get easier chance to hit an enemy mech, while they have a harder chance hitting you because they're having to aim up at you, whereas you're just aiming down, which is easier to do apparently in the battle mech. Yeah, freeing up our Vulcan. Yeah, again gets a little bit jumpy when it has to render so many assets like this in the urban centers. It'll be fine once we're out of the urban areas. Okay, we don't really want to go through fire like that. Sprint, what do we move? I think we will sprint, and that will give us an obscured view of him. Probably means we're not going to hit him anyway. Jump jets. Can get him a clear view, but again, looking at that, not a very good chance to hit because it's a locust and it moved a lot. So what we'll do is we will just sprint up.
Full throttle.
For now, because we want to kind of get on him, and again, like we did with the Commando, we want to get up close with the Vulcan, give him a punch or a kick, and try to knock him down if possible. Make it easier for the rest of the mechs to get him.
What can I do for you?
Okay, now it's the turn of our Griffin. Yep, that was our urban mech. Oh, that was the urban mech, not the Griffin. My apologies. Yeah, my apologies. I did not realize that. So because we have LRMs, we can fire indirectly for a pretty big penalty. Not really something we want to be doing. Possible. So again, we will just sprint. Get up here. Again, facings are always important. You want to keep your more heavily armored facings facing the opponent, which is in general at the front of the mech. So here we can take the shot, but it's a 9.2% chance to hit with each missile. So that is just not going to happen. We could can shoot buildings if we want to. We're not going to. Don't really want to cause collateral damage if we can help it. Some missions will penalise you for doing that. So let's see what he does now. So yeah, it's just trying to decide what he wants to do, because we're kind of moving around and pincering him. We're putting him into a pretty tough position right now. Also, would like to note the mod did also make the AI a fair bit smarter, like when it ambushed us with that commando like that. Okay, oh here we go, the Locust favourite, getting up close and kicking someone. They usually like to do it to light mechs. That was the pulse laser. Pulse lasers a little bit less range than normal lasers, but they have a better chance of hitting. But again, Locusts are fast, they are hard to
Waiting
hit.
for orders.
We are not going to punch with the Locust. We are going to run with the Locust. And it's not there anyway. There. We can get a good shot with our medium laser on him. Wow.
On my way.
I say good. A reasonable shot with the medium laser, and they got the rest of the cargo containers and a few cars. So, but a 34% chance isn't bad. It's not terrible. So we will take that. We will take that shot,
Putting one in the back.
and we got him. You see, white damage numbers indicate damage
Critical
to
hit,
armor.
Commander.
Orange damage numbers indicate damage to internal structure. That usually results in a crit like that, where we damaged part of the torso. So yeah, we damaged the end. Oh, so he's got his engine in the torso, which means he's probably running an XL engine, which is a extra light engine, but it means parts of the engine that move into the torsos. Also gives the downside of, if a torso is taken out
Receiving it.
when you got an XL engine, then usually that results in the mech shutting down because it's just lost a piece of its engine. So yeah, usually the engine is only found within the center torso. And does that give us a better? And it does. This is the urban mech. Punching up doesn't really help us much, no. So I think we'll jump and put to this building, get a little bit of a high ground advantage. Yeah, again, this is the kind of situation where the urban mech... Oh, I don't want to say excels, because the urban mech doesn't really excel. But this is where they're meant to be fighting in an urban environment like this. They don't have to move far. So let's see if we can hit him with the PPC or the medium laser. Probably not, but you never know. Nope, completely missed. And that's the thing about Locusts. They're small,
Failed to connect.
they're very lightly armoured, but they are annoying because they are hard to hit. Now, I said about the Locust not wanting to hit him, which is true, but our Vulcan, on the other hand, we very much want to hit him. As flamers and machine guns tend to ignore some evasion pips, which means they are much more likely to hit, but they are close range. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, we'll get up close and then we'll see if we can't take out that side torso, hopefully. Still, 51% chance for the medium lasers is also good.
Engaging physical
In.
attack.
Yeah, we gave him a boot. And yeah, he's now panicking in that mech, because he's taking a lot of fire to his back, and there he goes.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Yeah, that was an XL engine in that mech. Always risky in the frontline mech. Always risky. For the reason you just saw. Okay, so I think
Waiting on you,
that
Commander.
looks like that is all of the enemies. So now we want to get everyone together and regroup. Before we then move up to meet
Got it.
with our... meet up with the convoy. But yeah, that was very one-sided engagement, as I said. It's only a half-scale mission, which is why that was so one-sided. As you see again, now we can move everybody, because there's no hostile enemies in fence range. So once again, we sprint
On the move.
up with the Locust. Yeah, we've got to jump down with the urban mech because he can't just run off the building because that would cause damage. So he jumps down. There we are. Brace.
Stabilizing.
No.
Engaging coolant system.
That's not what I wanted to do with the Vulcan. But okay,
I
fine.
hear ya.
That's fine. That's fine. It gives everyone else a chance to catch up. So we'll move up with the Griffin.
On my way.
And yeah, Medusa just needs to stay out of the way and hidden for the rest of this mission. So we'll just move him over here, hide him behind some buildings. Okay, there we are. So let's once again sprint up with the Locust, because that's what locusts do. They are the sprinting mech. You want to be sprinting with them, they want to be hard to hit. Always good, which is why you want to have someone with good piloting in them as well. So, could also have been a good option for having Medusa in there too, rather than Decker. But ooh, there's something wrong with that Vulcan. There's something rattling around inside of his engine by the sound of it. That does not sound good. Oh. Glitch.
Uh-huh.
Medusa can brace and just stay out of trouble. Let's see, the resolve bar was quite full, so I didn't use any resolve abilities in that fight. Didn't really feel the need to. So we will sprint up to the edge here. But then obviously we need to wait for everyone else to catch up.
Acknowledged.
Because urban mechs are so incredibly slow. Anyone else hear that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure something is rattling around inside of the Vulcan mech. That's
You betcha.
that's unfortunate. Brace.
Roger that. Digging in.
Oh, enemy contact! Enemy contact! Oh, our Locust just took a pounding. Again with the ambushing within buildings. I have to give the AI credit. Oh no, there goes.
Down.
Oh! Right. So some battle armor just literally dropped on our mech. That's unfortunate. I hope Decker is okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so battle armor just basically swarmed him and forced him to eject out of the mech. That's the scary thing about battle armor. They latch onto a mech and start tearing it apart, and they can hack it and force the mech to eject its pilot like they did with Decker just now.
Commander.
That's extremely annoying.
Roger that. Venting heat and stabilizing.
That is really bad for our first mission too.
Yes, Commander.
But the good thing is battle armor tends to be, I mean, they're small targets, so they are hard to hit. But they tend to be relatively low armored, and when you do hit them, it hurts. And the Vulcan is also very good because it has machine guns and flames, which are also very good at shooting up battle armor. And the battle armor doesn't have any evasion, which means it's very easy to hit. So we're gonna weapon. Yeah, there is definitely something rattling inside the Vulcan. So what we are going to do is we're going to use our battle ability to increase the damage that we can do. Yeah? We can only hit it with the medium lasers. But yeah, it will increase our heat. We generate 30 extra heat, but we will have the extra chance to hit, and we will also do more damage. Okay. So let's see what we can do here.
Targeting spear armor.
Hey, we hit him. Well, we hit them and unsettled the... yeah, battle armor was working swarms. Oh, they actually have a decent amount of armor, too. But yeah, there are multiple battle armors in a unit, but they work together. And we have kind of got them rear flanked like this. Heavy weapons have a harder time hitting them, but will do a lot of damage to them. So let's see what we can get here. So yeah, pretty good chances to hit actually. So we'll take that. But each battle armor has to be taken out individually. As you can see here, they've taken damage on 3 of them. You stay away from my mechs. What was that? Okay, they've gone and hidden behind that. Okay, that is kind of smart.
For orders.
Oh yeah, just note that they managed to hit our, they managed to get the locust like that.
Commander.
That is the downside to the locust, is that if it does get hit by stuff, it can be taken out quite easily.
Double time. Let's go.
Yep, urban mech moving up. Good. And as you can see, urban mechs don't move particularly fast. We can see about possibly getting a bigger engine in that, but that means the engine takes up more space, and yeah, not ideal. Okay, so they're facing around this way. Let's see if we can't sprint around. Okay, maybe not. We don't actually know what way they're facing. Let's just move to here and see what we can get. Oh, that rattling noise is annoying. Let's see. Ah, we have got them. Yeah, we are flanking them. We're not directly on the back, but yeah, they got some cover. They supercharged their engines, okay. But as you see, our machine gun and flamer is now much closer to them. Yeah, it deals 75% more damage to battle armor. So let's see if we can't take some of these guys out, because yeah, that battle claw is really scary. And machine guns also do more damage to them, because you're firing more rapidly, so it's harder for them to hit, and they are a much smaller target. Okay, that was good, and let's see. Okay, one thing I want to see is, do these guys have jump jets? Doesn't say. That's unfortunate, because otherwise we might see about getting glitch up onto the building. If possible, but it is not, so yeah, we'll just have to. It's fine, we can move up to here, but again, we're coming within the minimum range of the PP and LRMs, so we don't really want to get that close. So this is good positioning on them, because they have made it actually pretty hard for me to get a good shot on them. To the point where, yeah, things I don't want to get too close to them either. Because as you saw the locust, they can do some pretty scary things to mechs. Yeah. They are actually making it very difficult to get a good shot on them. So well done for them, that's good positioning. Again, that's far too close. EBC will get a good hit, but the LRMs will not. So I think what we'll do is we will go for better positioning on the future turn. So we'll fall back with the Griffin and then come round and hit them from long range. Okay, and let's see what they do. Okay, and they swarm attack.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
Yeah. That's... yeah. They swarmed attack, and they took out the machine gun, and they did a lot of damage to our center torso. Ow! Yeah, that's what battle armor can do. Oh, wait. Where's the battle armor? Oh, don't tell me they're swarming on top of my mech. Yeah, it looks like they are. Swarming them.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, that's what makes Battle Llama scary.
I copy.
Like I said, they climb on top of a mech and they start tearing it apart.
Waiting for orders.
Not quite sure how I can get rid of them
All
either.
in ass.
Because I'm still quite new to this particular mod. Okay, the machine gun has jammed. But yeah, I am not quite sure how I can deal with this battle armor. So yeah, it looks like they're latched onto the center torso right now. So yeah, I am kind of nervous about this. So what we'll do is we'll move. See if there's any active ability we can do to get rid of them. Ah! Can attempt to remove them. There. Or we can roll. Self knockdown to remove, or we can try to roll to get rid of them. Which will result with the mech being on the floor. Not always a good thing. 58% chance on that, or 70% chance on with the roll. I feel like I really want to get them off the mech so then the Griffin can blast them. So what we'll do is, yeah, roll. Yeah, so the mech falls down,
Warning.
but we do get the battle armor out.
Detecting Mechwarrior injury.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but
Commander?
it is what it is. But now, can't hit them with the PPC by the look of it, but we can get a good shot with the LRMs. Just hope we don't friendly fire our own mech. So, lesson learned about battle armor: don't get close to it. This is going to be potentially bad if she misses a lot. Hopefully she won't. She just hits them.
We lost the mech.
Oh, great. They just yeah, they swarmed the mech and took out the engine. That's battle armor. And we are now out. Fortunately, the commander we can't be killed.
I'll do what I can.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a half-skull mission, by the way.
Standing by.
Yeah. That's... yeah.
On my way.
This is rough before we even get to the escort mission. Yeah, okay, wow. Here we go. So now we can shoot with the PPC and meet him. I think the PPC missed, unfortunately.
Good to go.
Okay, if we don't move, very good chances to hit on them. And in general, a hit on any of them will finish off one with the PPC. So
Commencing Alpha Strike.
let's fight that one. Yeah, we got a couple of them there.
Critical hit, Commander.
So yeah, this has been a pretty rough start. You stay away from my mechs. Yeah, they do have weapons on them, but they're nowhere near as effective as the swarm attack.
Good to go. Managing heat.
Receiving you.
So yeah, our rubber mech can't really do anything right now, so let's move better position.
Confirmed.
Yeah, this is why battle armor is really scary, and I was surprised to see it in a half-scale mission.
Waiting for orders.
So let's fall back from them,
Right, Commander.
because we do not want them to do the same thing to our Griffin. And let's take a precision strike, which means we have a better chance to hit them. Yeah, much better chance to hit. So let's
Go, let's go, let's go.
go. The PPC did miss, unfortunately, but we are wearing them down. Yeah, that's the thing is that battle armor doesn't move very quick. Yeah, they are starting to wear down the armor on the Griffin a bit now.
Aye, aye.
So yeah, credit where credit's due. They've done some good ambush. The pirates have actually done some good ambush
for orders.
on us. And this mission is far from over. We still got to get to the convoy rally point. So yeah, they are there. So if we can't get the urban mission to fire on them, yeah, we can.
Firing jump jet.
Let's jump jet over the building. We should maybe jump jet onto the building, but yeah. So yeah, let's see if he can't
Locking on target.
take one of them out. Ooh! Ooh. Whoops. Okay, need to watch where you're shooting. Fortunately, we didn't have any mechs in that area. Looks like it electrified the area as well.
Commander?
Yep, it is now an electrical field, which will significant damage to a mech. So we don't really. Secured. Best chance to stay there. Okay, yeah, we'll jump on to
Here
there.
we go.
Not the best chances to hit with the LRM, because we're within the minimum range. There, but... So we will save some LRM ammo, and we will just fire the BBs.
Got it.
And that takes another one out.
Critical hit.
You see what I mean about it being much harder for them to hit your mechs when they are on top of the building.
Good to go.
So yeah, using that precision strike,
Good to go.
I used up some of the resolve, which I really should remember to use more. Now, yeah, but it jumped on. Ooh, come on. Now, that's pretty good chances to hit, so
Copy
we
that.
will do that. Yeah, there's some pretty nice chances to hit that, so we will just sit here and
On
we will
it.
fire.
Target neutralized.
Okay, and yep, that's the entire battle armor gone. Battle armor squad gone. Oh, those were annoying.
Waiting for orders.
So, let's just jump
Affirmative.
there, and then move to get ready to escort this convoy. Yeah, we still got the convoy to escort, yeah. And we're down to just 2 mechs.
Roger that.
Like I said,
Good for now. Cooling down a bit.
ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. I thought it was going to be Medusa. Anyways, right. So yeah, so I was not expecting there to be battle armor in
Heading
this
out.
mission. There we are.
Affirmative.
And we brace with Producer, and he's just keeping him out of trouble because his Hornet got kind of wrecked. So, let's just move that guy's up. Woo! That zoomed in way too quick. Alright, so let's move up to here,
Moving out.
and let's move Glitch onto this point to meet up with the convoy. Again, we want to move
Got it.
in case enemies show up.
Affirmative.
So this has been a pretty rough start to the campaign, to the game. There we go. Try to stay near me, and so we need to just move towards the point at this point. So now, allies will do their bit. So yeah, we get a bonus thing for if the local government convoy survives. The flares indicate the direction that they need to go, and this is the escort where we need to escort them to. You can see there's a drop. There's a drop pad here for a leopard to land on, which is the drop ship that will pick them up. So we don't have too far to go. Okay, each one will decide. Yeah, I will generally try to decide what's best. Sometimes driving through things like that with their transports. Okay, interesting close-up. So now we move out with the mech, and again, the urban mech is good for escorts.
Roger.
Because it doesn't go faster than the transport, the units that are being escorted.
Moving to position.
Medusa can stay over there, out of the way, and I just need mechs. What is? Oh, it's a hologram. That's a hologram of a mech, apparently. Fair enough. The vehicles are all moving up. Oh, and I think Nightbot just caught a... What? Oh, hello, Chris. I mean, yeah, this is actually the same universe. Mechwarrior was based in the Battletech universe, and this strategy game takes place in that same universe. So yeah, it should take you back. And yeah, I very much used to play Mechwarrior back in the day as well. That's what got me into Battletech in the first place. So you may recognise some of the mechs, particularly ones like the Griffin, which are a very well-known mech from the Mechwarrior. On the original X, yeah. Oh, was that Mechwarrior or was that Mech Assault? Both still based in the Battletech universe, but yeah, Mech Assault is a bit different. Well, Mech Assault, you're playing a clanner.
Copy that.
Former clanner group, whereas in Mechwarrior you're usually playing an inner sphere pilot. But yeah, this is really expanded on the lore. Giant robots are awesome, and nothing anybody says can tell me otherwise. But yeah, it may have been Mech Assault. Mech Assault was okay. Like I said, that one followed the Wolf's Dragoons, which was originally started as a clanner lance, but they defected to the Inner Sphere when the first invasion happened. And wow, that's loud. I have no idea why that was so loud. I do apologise for people's ears. But yeah, the Battletech, this also has a mod which adds a lot more stuff that you may be used to seeing. But yeah, if you remember Mech Assault, then you should remember the Battle Armor. That was in that, and the kind of stuff that you could do in the Battle Armor is the stuff that Battle Armor can do in this game, and they did do to 2 of my mechs.
On my way.
That guy I'm hiding over there
Hunkering
because
down.
he's taking a lot of damage. Right, fair enough. I'm afraid I don't know front mission 1 and 2. Okay, fair enough. I will have a look at that. Again, just waiting for the escort. I think the I think the main fighting is now done. I think it's just literally just getting into the escort zone now. Oh, okay, made by Square. Okay, cool. I mean, they usually make pretty good games. But yeah, this game plays more like the Battletech tabletop game. Using where it's the more tactical base, like where you try to keep evasion, chances to hit, and all of that good stuff. Yeah, I do like the Final Fantasy games. I am very fond of the Final Fantasy games. Okay, let's move a little urban mech because it's slow,
Moving to position.
and let's just move Griffin up.
Coordinates received.
User can stay over there.
Confirmed. Hold it.
Again, he took an absolute beating in an ambush of a commando. The commando mech, not an actual commando. Hey, first one arrived. Ah, great, and a couple of enemy mechs just dropped. Pyro assault team, great. Yeah, and they
You're in position, Commander. Hold your ground until the package is on its way.
let's see here. They're 1 out of 4. So we'll wait to. Hopefully we can try to get them all out.
Data received.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, so thank you very much for following Aviana Designs, and welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy. Ooh, again, apologise for the loudness. I really don't know why that is so loud. Once I get the chance, I'm gonna just hop into the options and just turn down ambient sounds. Oh, hello. That's an interesting paint scheme. Brigand. Let me just turn down ambient sounds a little bit more. Whatever that was. And yeah, sound effects sound about right with the weapons, so leave those as is. So yeah, just turn the ambience a little bit. So what's the Brigand got? An ER, which is extended range medium laser. So it's like a medium laser, but shoots further away. Oh. Hey, yeah, sorry. I do apologise for not letting you know. And yeah, this is Chris the Doble. He's our friendly resident moderator. So what have we got? Rocket launchers are one use only weapons, but they can be pretty nasty, so we don't want this guy to fire off very much, if at all. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, that's cool. Happy to have you here.
Waiting for orders.
And again, we'll leave our Hornet there. I think what we'll do is we'll turn him around just in case they do decide to go after him. But yeah, this is a strategy game called Battletech, which uses big stompy mechs, and it's a strategy-based game.
Orders.
Okay, so let's move our weapon back up. Okay, fair enough. Thank you for the warning there, Chris. Right, let's move her up. Again, the ambient sounds still quite loud. I do apologize. I think it is the vehicles. I think it is the sound of their engines. Yeah, again, wow, that is loud. Let me just turn the ambient sounds sounds or sound effect? No, sound effects doesn't do anything, so I know it's just turn ambient sounds down just a bit there. See if that helps any. No, that didn't do anything. Okay, let's put those back up. Let's just turn the sound effects down a bit. Oh, so it's bound by the sound effects. Okay, we'll just turn that down a little bit just because it's there. There we go. That's a bit better. So let's take a shot with the PPC and see if we can hit him. Which, I mean, no, that was a miss. Oh, that's a shame. We'll see what we can do with our Griffin. Yeah, hopefully these guys will get into the evac zone soon. Okay, do they even have any weapons? They do, but only that one only has machine guns. That's got chemical lasers. No, those are okay.
Good to go.
Okay, fair enough, Chris. Right, so we'll move up and see if we can't get shots. Okay, let's switch the LRMs on. See, can we jump up onto any of the building to get a better shot? No, we can't. So what we will do is we'll move to here. What do we? No, I think we move to there 'cause better chance to hit. Okay, see you later, Aviana, and I hope you have a good day at work. Right, so let's see if we can't get some good hits here.
Firing everything I've got.
Yeah, we hit him with the PPC because he got the sensors impaired, which is what a PPC does. So
That's a critical hit.
just a chance to hit, and we got a crit, which is always nice. Okay, the alarm keeps going off. Slight bug there, but that's okay. Okay, transport has moved up into the escort zone. Good. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, I mean, again, you have the different targeting areas on mechs as well, and they just fired the chemical laser at the brigand, and I think they missed, unfortunately. Yeah, so again, we've opened that up, so again, chances for crits, like taking out a heatsink. That's got double heatsinks in it. Oh, we got some what was lost tech in here, so this thing's a little bit more advanced than your average mech. On the internals, at the very least. And the enemy mech is now deciding what it wants to do. Fair enough. Fair enough, Chris. But yeah, I mean, this game Battletech has always had the targetable zones on the mechs. Arms, center torso, left and right torsos, and the legs. That's always been a staple of Battletech. And in general, to take a mech out, generally a mech isn't taken out unless its center torso is gone. Or you've incapacitated its engine in some way with crits or other means other means. It's annoying not having that Hornet here, but there we go. He got wrecked in an earlier scrap. Excuse me one moment. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair, Chris, that's fair. At least in this you don't have to worry about that. Oh, that's a commando. And that's shooting at the APC. Rude. What would you expect from pirates? Oh, it's a primitive commando, so this is a prototype version. It's got a large laser. That's not nice. That is not nice to deal
Good
with.
to go.
Okay, Behemoth. Okay, can we get you up onto a building? Nope, because you are in a slow urban mech. Can get a good shot, a decent shot at the brigand though, so we will move up. But yeah, urban mechs are kind of a meme because I zoom in on it and I'll spin it around. Now, what does that look like? Aside from R2-D2's cousin. I'll let you ponder that while we open fire. Let's just hope I don't hit my ally here. Didn't hit the Griffin and we hit him. Excellent. He wants to get really up close and fire with that rocket, with those rockets. Basically, it kind of looks like a walking trash can, and in game lore, that's what they're known as.
Waiting for orders.
They're slow, but they are basically a walking turret and slash trash can. But you know, they can still do a lot of damage. They're usually equipped with some pretty heavy weapon systems. Jump up to there, but can't really do much. Can't really hit much from there. Yeah, again, we want to avoid getting super up close with these guys. Again, we want to move to keep those evasion pips to make it harder for them to hit us. Like so. As you see, we are burning through our ammo a fair bit here. But let's see. His armor is open on the left torso and on the leg. So,
All weapons are go.
wants to take him down. Okay, sensors impaired as... What? Oh, that sounded like that hit something. I think.
Good job. Objective secured.
Hey! They got away. Which is good, we did our mission. So, I think we now have the choice to either get to an evac zone or to take out the remaining enemy mechs for the juicy salvage. And obviously, you want to be shooting at enemy mechs that are taking shots at you, in general. But we shall see what they do. Primitive Commander, the 1A, yeah. Basically a prototype version of the Commando. But let's see. Ow! Okay, there go all the rockets. Fortunately, it can only do that once. Alrighty, Chris. Yeah, good to see you, and enjoy your shower. And yeah, as you can see, now the rocket launchers are now out of ammo. So fortunately, that did hurt. It was spread across a lot of the mech, thank goodness. But yeah, it can only do that once though, so it can't do that again. Where's our evac? Oh, right where they are. Of course it is.
Receiving you.
Yeah, no, Medusa, you can stay hidden out of the way.
Holding and cooling.
Hey, I always behave. I have no idea what you are implying whatsoever, Chris. Okay, I think that was a miss. There were no damage numbers, so I'm fairly certain that missed. I want to say that missed anyway. Yeah, again, Griffin's really hard to destabilize too. Right, so next we have
Ready for
our
orders.
urban mech. Yeah, again, large lasers. Not fun. If we get close, okay. I think I would rather move into there, get some cover. Because yes, trees provide cover for mechs. You would boop me? Boom. Okay. Okay. Like I said, I always behave.
Engaging with target.
See if we can't hit him. Okay, we did. Good shots there. Suppose more structure on. Oh, that was the commando. Fair enough. Yeah, heavy weapons against light mechs can do quite a bit.
Commander?
Yeah, okay, with the Griffin, we will also back, try and get them to optimal range. There we go. But that doesn't give us any evasion pips. That's not cool. So we want the evasion pips to make it harder for them to hit us. I'm shopping for a boffin, am I? Anyway, go enjoy your shower, Chris. And I'll see you soon. So let's fire. Yeah, and bear in mind, because they're lined up like that, if I do miss the commando, there is a chance I'd hit the enemy mech behind. Hey, stop with the alarm, seriously. Okay, let's see what the enemy mechs decide to do here. Because now their firepower is significantly reduced without those rockets. They only have medium lasers on the Brigand and a large laser on the Commando, which is still a threat. I mean, large lasers can hurt a lot. But we did hit him, the Commando, with a PPC, which means he does have a reduced chance to hit us, which is always good. Okay, yeah, okay, that one hit. 15 damage, medium laser. No, that's okay. Every mech has a decent amount of armor for a light mech. So it can take a hit. It can take a hit or two from medium lasers and such. But yeah, this was a half skull mission, apparently. I'm not quite sure I believe that, but it explains why the salvage rights were so good. Hopefully we haven't lost any pilots. It's specifically Decker. Though Decker does have a tendency to die a lot in campaigns for some reason. Yeah, see, that was probably the difference of hitting him with the PPC as opposed to not, is he missed. Which is great.
Receiving you.
Because a missed enemy shot means they do not do damage. Which is always a good thing for a mech's health to not be hit. Okay, we'll take the high chance to hit on the commando. We'll see if we can't. Possibly if we can get a hit on the leg, yeah, we might be able to knock him down. Make him an easier target. Okay, we hit somewhere. And he's in cover, so it's hard to tell. But we hit him somewhere where there is structure. Wasn't on the leg, I don't think. I think it was his, yeah, hit the side torso. And yeah, now he's getting stressed, which means he has a harder chance hitting us because he's panicking. And it's also easier for us to hit him because he's panicking and not piloting his mech properly. I think that is in, yep, that's in the optimal
On my way.
range, so let's do that. Though we might be using the multi-target here, so let's see. Chance to hit LRMs there, 28% as opposed to 56. Okay, yeah, no. We're shooting at the commando, and that's the difference between 2 and 3 pips there of the on the evasion side. So yep, let's take a shot at the commando.
Got it.
Okay, we took out his leg, he's going down. We also crit his gyro, which means he's even less stable. Oh, he ejected. 3 salvageable parts, very nice. So, now we've just got the Brigand to deal with. And I think we've got a very good chance of dealing with him now. But yeah, that's the thing. If you can panic a pilot enough, they will eject. But the same thing can be done in your pilots too. If they get hit enough, or the mech gets knocked down, and they're still getting shot, your pilots can panic, and they can and will eject at times if they're panicked enough. He's using jump jets, which makes him harder to hit and lets him move further. Ow! Okay. That kind of hurt. I feel like this guy's cruising for...
Orders.
That's good said. This guy's cruising for a boppin'. Or shopping for a boppin', sorry.
Hunkering down.
Commander.
I think we will engage him in melee with... Ooh, wow, that's a really bad chance to hit with the PPC, though. Now, let's get into melee. Yeah, let's see if we can't... What angles have we got here? That angle, that angle. Go with that angle. Give him a kick, see if we can't knock him down. Yeah, PVC can't be used in the melee attack anyway. So yeah, we'll kick and see if we can't take out his leg and knock him down, maybe. Yep, let's see what we get.
I copy.
Get up close with the urban mech.
Engaging.
Yeah, we got him with the kick. Don't quite know where we hit him, but we hit him. And we destabilized him, so we lost his evasive, and took out an actuator. Which means he can't move so fast.
Something good.
It did. So that was
Waiting for orders.
perfect, because now we just need to get into a good position. Possibly up on this building. Bit close for our LRMs though, which is up. Instead we'll just move. If we can't get it, okay, jumping, get a bit further back. I think that's as good as it gets, unfortunately.
Got it.
So, we're going to use our jump jets. Because when you use the jump jets, you can position the mech however you want. So the PPC's got a great chance to hit. The other 10s, not so much. And the 10s, not so much. But we'll still fire them because there's still a chance one or two might hit. Okay, we took out a heatsink, so that's always good,
That's
which
a
means
critical hit.
you can't deal with heat so well. And he is now panicking inside of his mech. And I really must remember to use the resolve abilities more. Let's see what he does. And sometimes with Battletech Advanced, sometimes missions can take a little while. Other times, missions are done really quick. A lot of it depends on the mission. Okay, he wants to shoot the Griffin. Thing is, he's making a classic mistake
Ready for orders.
of, yeah, there is a saying, ignore the urban mech at your peril.
I'll do what I can.
Urban mechs are adorable until they get into weapons range.
Waiting for orders.
And this one very much in weapons range right now. Alright, here, optimal range. But anyway, let's, can we get a... No, now we cannot get a punch on him. As he's moved too far away. So let's move up. Yep, that's optimal range.
Affirmative.
Okay, now the oven mech's rattling. I think it's because we moved to melee, but yeah, we'll precise strike. So precise strike means, as you can see here, take a precise strike against a single target at largely reduced difficulty. The target's next initiative is reduced by 1, which is very nice. Uses a lot of the resolve. But it's good because it means we got a better chance to hit, And we also have a chance. And we also reduce his initiative, which means we get to act before him in the next round.
Hot damn. Let's do this.
Yeah, that was about what I expected. I did unfortunately miss him. That's the benefit of having decent evasion pips. And using jump jets also makes the mech that much harder to hit.
Good to go.
I think what we will do this time is we will jump up to here. And nah, that's too close. That is too close, right. So let's see, what can we get? So okay, we're going to use our jump jets. Jump right back. Possible get him into... No, can't get into optimal weapons range, unfortunately. Oh wow, we got a really bad chance to hit here. This is extremely unfortunate. Yeah. But we're definitely going to have to use the jump jets, so... Jump to there, and then we'll use the precise...
Engaging jump jet.
precise strike here as well. To have a better chance to hit him. Yeah, again, with the PPC, better chance, but the other ends there's no point in really firing them. And it's just wasting ammunition. So let's fire the
Give
PPC.
him everything you've got.
And I think we just took his leg out. Yep,
Critical hit.
yep, we took his leg out. The mech is going down. Yeah, and mechs take damage when they fall as well. And yeah, he's ejecting. But that's it.
Mission successful.
Ooh. Successful mission. But, yeah. But we did take a pretty hefty cost there. That is the problem with running up ahead with the Locusts as well, but that is what Locusts are good at and what they're meant for. We just got unlucky that there was battle armor in the enemy's repertoire. Which basically, they basically jumped onside the Locust and tore its engine out. Which is also what they did to the Vulcan as well. Hopefully Decker survived. Yeah, we got some extra payment for taking out the enemy and for securing the all the government convoy units got out. So we got some extra pay, ammo costs get deducted from our pay. Main thing on this one was the salvage though. So Decker is fine, he wasn't injured, so it was literally they just tore out the engine of the mech, yeah. Unfortunately it has lost its engine core though, which means we need a new engine. Which may well mean we're down a mech for a while. We can't find one. So everyone gets XP based on their contribution and how they did. We were injured, so we're out for 18 days. As was Medusa, and he's out for 30 days. So yeah, that mission could have gone better. That definitely could have gone better. But yeah, battle armor. That's battle armor. So we could get Brooklyn, which is a 25 tonner command. Yeah, these are only parts. You have to have 4 parts in order to build a new mech, and there are none which are that. So, So there are 4 parts of 2 different types of commander. We might be able to combine them together, possibly, to actually create a proper full commando, which may not necessarily be a bad thing. Oh, well, that's a really bad large laser. Minus accuracy as well. Yikes. Right, we do need engine cores, because we did lose one of ours, so we will take... I'll take the 150. That 155. Also, engine cores are also very expensive, so take those, you can sell them. If you don't need them, but at the moment I think we do, take that, and then I think we'll take the 2 parts of the Commando 2D, because the 2D is a decent commando. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it was SRM-4 and SRM-6 and a medium laser. That's a scary loadout, because SRMs can do a lot of damage up close. So that's good. So that's 4 items that we get to select, and then we get a total of 17 salvage from the list. So we also got... We think we got everything. Okay, well, we don't want that large laser because it's minus accuracy. So we can shift click and we can sell it immediately to get some immediate credits. So that's good. So yeah, we pretty much got everything out of that. So not bad. Obviously not enough to build a new mech right now, but you know, good stepping stone. Now, while that loads, I will be right back. And we're back. So, yeah, so as you can see, there are consequences. So injuries do take time. Our medical ability here will decrease the time it takes, and mech tech decreases the amount of time it takes to build, modify, and otherwise repair mechs. Which, speaking of, we have got some work to do here. All of our mechs took some pretty hefty damage. So let's get our Vulcan sorted out. So, okay, it's repair all. So now we need to get a few. Yeah, we lost 2 jump jets and we lost a fusion core. So while we're doing that, we'll sort of move a few things around as well. Move the heat sinks out of the legs. Right. So now we can we can change things around. Pretty much anything can be customized. But first things first, the engine. So we did have a 240 in there. That's unfortunate because we only have a 155 at best. So if we put that in, so it doesn't take up that much space, but it means the mech is significantly slower. So what I might do here is, before we do that, we're going to have a look in the shop and see if there are any engine cores within the shop. Hopefully any like 200 or higher rated engines. The higher the rated engine, the faster a mech will go. Jump jets. Thanks. Okay, we just have to go through them. Basically, there's a lot of things that you can put onto a mech. Apparently you can bribe local officials, apparently, but that's not something we would be doing. Jump jets rated for different size mechs. Yep, you can get new gyros, which can, like this one, the defense one, makes it harder for it to hit, or a higher stability threshold, all that good stuff. it's less tonnage. Oh no, it's more tonnage. And you want... I think there's something wrong with that tooltip. An XL gyro, which is Comstar technology. Means it's really good. Yeah, means it takes up less space. Which isn't bad. And the melee gyro makes it easier to punch and kick. All that good stuff. Beagle probes, which is for sensors. ECM, which is nice because it makes it harder for opponents to hit your mechs. Yeah, there's all kinds of things you can equip mechs with, but as you can see, it all costs C bills, and we're not that flush with cash right now. So let's see cores. Ooh, hello. Got some high-rated cores here, but also higher-rated cores are also bigger and take up more space inside of a mech. Now, Core 305 would really speed up our Vulcan, but I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be able to fit the tonnage of that in there. So that is rather unfortunate, at the least. But there we go. So let's jump back to the mech bay and let's get to work on rebuilding our Vulcan. So we'll have to just keep an eye out for around about 230, 240 rated. So the core 240 is 14 tons. On the flip side, does give us more tonnage to use elsewhere, like better armor, but it does mean the mech is going to be very slow. So as a result, this is going to be less mech that gets into melee. So I think we'll take out the flamer and the MG because it's just not going to be able to get close enough. We've got the medium lasers. Okay, let's max our armor. So yeah, there we go. We've maxed out the armor, and we've still got about 8 tons to play with. So, and as you see, each area has different types of weapons that can be fitted to it, like ballistic slots, energy slots, support slots, all that kind of thing. So, what we could do here... Do you have any other tuners? Use that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so let's see. We could get an AC2 on here. 6 tons. I mean, we could. No, we can't quite get an AC5, which would be nice because it's too heavy, as you can see. And then, oh no, we can, but we have the ammo for it. Do, but that costs a ton, and there's a half a ton. Now that could be worse because that is some significantly heavier firepower in the Vulcan. Yeah, as you can see, movement is going to be way down compared to where it was. Durability is up, more firepower and less heat efficiency because ACs, autocannons do generate heat. Do generate their fair share of heat as well, but it is a longer ranged weapon. So we're kind of going less for close support and anti-personnel, and more for a bit of a middle range brawling mech. But we'll have a look at some of the other options we might have. Yeah. So yeah, we do have a half ton here, so to play with. Because again, it's going to be a slow mech. Okay, and right, we do need to put some more heat sinks on her because the engine requires external heat sinks. And I don't think we have any heat sinks, do we? Oh, we do have some heat sinks. That's good. So that's it. It requires 4 external, and it looks like we have 3 currently. Yeah, so we'll put a heatsink here, and then I think that will satisfy that. Okay, do I need the additional heatsink? No. No, okay, so that's the 4 heatsinks it requires. What we'll do is we'll move those out. Actually, no, we'll keep those in the leg for now. That's fine. But we do... Actually, I will move out that leg because that's where I'm going to put my AC5 ammo. That's obviously... Autocannons, ballistic weaponry do require ammunition in order to fire. And this gives me 15 shots. So that's fine. 15 shots is usually more than enough for a mission. So yeah, that's fine. So now we just need to trim up the armor a little bit. We just need to remove half a ton. So actually I'll just slap enough of that. There, and sorry, 0.5, yeah, half a ton. There we are. Perfect. So yeah, so the Vulcan is less. Hello, Chris. Nice to see you. But yeah, so I think this makes for a good. Instead of a close support mech, it's now more of a medium range mech, which I'm perfectly fine with. So it's gonna cost 165,000 sea bills. Oh, too many jump jets. Oh. Okay, well let's move jump jet. Let's remove a jump jet then. Let's pop. There we are. There we are. Oh, it's gonna only have 3. Why did I have more than? I don't know. But anyway. Yes, we have to replace that. So yeah, suffice to say, it's gonna take a while, 16 days, and it costs a lot of money to repair. But this is what happens when you let your mechs get called out.
I'll get it in the schedule.
Same, and it's going to be the same deal with the Locust. So because the Locust is a lighter mech, it will still get some better speed out of the 150 core. So if we mouse over, we can see, yeah, you can see it can still go pretty fast. I mean, it had a 160 in there already, so it's not actually going to be that much slower, which is fine. So I don't think there's anything else we need to put in there. Right, we've got 4 heat sinks. Yep, 4 heat sinks. That's fine. Oh, this actually has triple strength myoma on it too. That's what TSM stands for. Myoma being, that's basically the muscles, the mechanical muscles that allow mechs to move the way that they do in a more human way. So it means, okay, so this mech actually wants to be melee. Good to know. It's a prototype version of it, which is always built into it. Okay, good to know. It also means weapons generate more heat. That's fine. Okay, well, and let's give it the medium laser it had. Yeah, we lost the medium laser, so let's give it a medium laser. Another medium laser back. We do have some of those, so there we are. And we need ammo for the machine guns. Now, do we want to keep the machine guns, or do we want to use small lasers instead? Looking at this is the same, but small lasers are in general generally more accurate than machine guns. But machine guns do more crit damage. I think we're gonna since it's got plenty of cooling on it. So I think we're going to put in some small lasers and make it a little bit more of a laser boat, which is fine. Sorry, a Craven unit? Not quite sure what you mean, Chris. We have a little bit extra tonnage because we're using the smaller engine. Yeah, we'll fly into that one. Thank you for that, Chris. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put into and just armor up, use the remaining tonnage for some armor for now, and just armor up the Locust so it's just a little bit more durable. There we go, that's as armor as it's going to get, so which is fine. I don't think we really have any other internals to give it. No, not really. That's fine, so that's 73,000, so yeah, it's a lot cheaper to repair a light mech than it is a medium mech. You can't get timed out for it, yeah. Keep thinking that, bud. All good, so yeah. We'll validate that, and we'll get our Locust back up and running as well. We're fortunate to get those cores, to be fair.
I'll let you know when that's done.
And we will be let's see about refitting that. You might have to sell something. We did get a 120 core. Okay, oh, you got crit on the core. Right. That means we can repair it, though. Got a core 100. Core 120 would be quicker. Why are the heat sinks all... okay. Right, well, let's get the jump jets out. Put them in there. Put the ammo in the leg, because it's safer to put it in the leg, because ammo explosion in the leg is less nasty than an ammo explosion inside the torso. Because that can happen. Okay, we also lost its LRM-5 and the medium laser. Okay, medium laser I know we can replace. So that's not too much of an issue. No, not SRM. LRM-5. Yeah, we can put an LRM-5 in there. Yes, that's that out a little bit. There we go. Okay. So that's 3 tons. That is 1 ton. Okay, that's quite a big difference. So it would also make it quite a lot faster too. But we'd have to find the tonnage from somewhere. No, I mean it's fine as is. So yeah, we'll just cancel that. An invalid location. This mech has too few heat sinks. Oh. How many heat sinks does it require? 6 external, and we've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we need to put some more heat sinks on that. Okay, that's fine. Because the engine is that small, it requires external heat sinks, basically heat sinks placed around the mech. It doesn't cost, they don't cost weight on the mech, because they're being linked into the engine, but they still take up slots and they can be crit and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, I hate that with bottles when you have the glue on them when you take the label off. Yeah, that's not pleasant. And I think we need 1 more heatsink for good measure. You usually want to keep the heatsink safe in the torso, so yeah, there we go. So now we've got the extra heatsinks. So yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I think now that should be good. Yeah, you just got to repair stuff, so that's gonna cost. Yeah, that mission cost us a lot.
And noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
Ah, that's fair, Chris. That's fair. So it is going to be a while until our lance is back up to full strength, which is unfortunate considering, yeah, we need money. But fortunately, almost everything will be back up before the financial report. But let's see about selling that extra engine core we got. Because engine cores are worth a lot of money. 61,000 for the 120. Yeah, that's fine. Sell that because we need a little bit extra cash. There we go. So that's fine. Yeah, we'll sell that. Just sell some of the things we don't need. Sell the mortar. Not going to use a mortar. Generally not going to use mortars, and so that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we'll keep all the battle armor stuff now in case we do get some battle armor at some point. As you saw, they are devastatingly effective. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah. I mean, Spider-Man hands isn't a bad thing. I think that's what we'll say. Yeah, and that's put us the time that we would need. Okay, so let's pass some time. Oh yeah, Mechwarriors did also gain some experience from that. Some. Although, yeah. I think the injured ones we have to wait. Oh no, we don't. So yeah, I think we'll get the piloting up there.
Training complete.
Yes.
Good to go.
And yeah, we'll bring us glitches. Piloting ability.
Mechwarrior training complete.
As you see, the piloting skill increases their chance to hit with melee, with mech melee. That reduces the indirect fire penalty, and it can do other things as well.
Yeah.
For tactics and all the different things, they're all good to have. You want to specialize your Mechwarriors in different areas depending on the type of Mechwarrior you want, and the kind of mech they're going to be piloting. Let's give Deckard a better chance to hit. It's always good.
Training confirmed, Commander.
And
Commander.
yeah, Behemoth would bring up her tactics. That's fine.
Training complete.
Okay, that's all the training. Right, so we're just going. Right, so now we just need to do advanced time. Oh, hello. Yep, and there are events that can happen while we advance time as well. So, Darius brings an item to your attention as you look over the latest company readiness assessment. Commander, the local militia has invited us to participate in their annual war games, codenamed Battlefield Training Advanced. Normally I'd decline an offer like this without bothering you, but they're actually willing to pay us a decent wage to participate on top of covering all the repairs and refits out of their own stocks. Seeing as they don't have the personnel to play the parts of both aggressor and defender. What they do have is a surplus of training spec urban mechs and demolishers. So they're willing to let us drop in as the aggressor force. No salvage allowed, of course. But I'm sure we'd want... Well, I'm not sure we'd want a bunch of old Urbies anyway. Yeah. Do we really want urban mechs? You have a number of green pilots in the back, so this would be a good chance to get a feel for combat as well as for you to see how they perform. We'd be deploying immediately. The problem is we've got several injured pilots right now, so I think we're going to decline on that one. Oh, new mechs from heavy. New mechs weapon systems fell off a cargo ship. Sure, fell off a cargo ship. Right. And available to folks for the right connections, and he's got a connection. Give the word, and a free crate of new random goodies will magically appear in our cargo hub. Or we can travel the straight and narrow, buy them in stores to salvage enough for the battlefield. Yeah, we'll go straight and narrow. Yeah, we don't want to be stealing stuff from people, so yeah, we will definitely go with that one. Here we go. And as you can see, there is that many days. This is basically the win condition. We want to increase our ranking as much as possible for our career and get as many points as we can. So yeah. So, and we have 1,199 days left in this campaign. Yeah, well, I mean, live fire exercise in the battle mech. So, and battle mechs are heavily armored, so most of the time you'll be fine. Usually. Yeah, we haven't lost any battle mechs yet. Yeah. There is navigation so we can move to other places in the galaxy, but I think we'll stay where we are for now because we still have money. But yeah, I think we will just keep advancing the timeline until we get a couple of our mechs repaired. And yeah, things do happen in the galaxy as well, which we can be a part of for some of them. Okay, what's this one? Merc News is a free news service provided to all mercenary companies registered and in good standing with the MRBC. The MRBC being the Mech Review Board. They basically rank Mechwarriors, and they also handle the in-between between clients and the Mechwarrior companies. The higher your rating, the better chance of getting getting nicer missions with more money. The goal of Mech News is to provide factual, bias-free reporting of breaking news stories going across space. By confirming your Mech News subscription, you authorize Mech News. Blah. In addition, your Mech News subscription will enable you to take part in border skirmishes when the Great Powers flare up. Basically, the Great Houses are always warring with each other for territory. Or even, and there have been, I think at this point 3 or 4 wars of succession where they tried to take over the inner sphere. Suffice to say, the balance has been maintained due to various forces involved. I'm not going to say Illuminati, but there kind of isn't an Illuminati in this. But anyway, let's have galactic map events, because that's always fun. Thank you for renewing. Let's have a look. Kurita elected First Lord, of course. Yeah, so we get some news and stuff like that, which is always nice. And we are now allied with Darius. I mean, he's our comms officer, so yeah, but fine. Anyway, let's keep advancing the timeline. Stuff gets staged. You can see over here. You can see.
Network orders complete, boss. Top-notch work, if I may say so.
Okay. So yeah, this is the engineering where we can patch up the Argo, our ship, and we can add different things to it, like increasing drop size. We can drop more mechs and things like that. But that's kind of expensive, right? And we don't have a lot of cash at our disposal right now. Morale is always good because then that means you get more resolve points per turn, and more resolve means more special abilities. Yeah, pretty much, Chris. But the Illuminati has a name in this. I'm not going to drop who, mostly because I don't want my comms transmissions to be taxed more than they already are. This will give us mech tech points, which means that mechs will be repaired faster. But again, that costs 450,000. I literally do not have the money for that. Same, yeah, that's 900,000. Getting more mech tech, and we can support more mechs in the mech bay. So at the moment, I'm not sure if we can really afford. Okay, we can get the training module, which means more experience for our Mechwarriors as time passes. That's good.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
Look at that one. That's only 90,000, so we can get that one built. And once the Locust is built before the financial report comes in, which is where we pay everybody, we should be able to get to do another mission.
Our nest egg is just about gone, Commander.
Yes, I know. I am aware. That's why we want to get the Locust, wait for our Locust to be done, then we have a full lance of 4 mechs. As you can see here, the Owl launches a raid on Marek. Ghost Bear launches a raid on Kurita. So yeah, all this stuff is happening in. If we go into the navigation map, it will show us here where these engagements are happening. And it can be quite lucrative to go to those areas to do some missions, to assist or not. But what will happen is eventually, after 33 days in this instance, as you can see here, the Capellans have a much bigger force. Eventually they will take over the territory. And same over here, based on who's got the most forces, and we can influence that as a Mechwarrior company. Right now we're in no position to do so. And it can be quite lucrative to do that, to get involved in those kind of battle skirmishes and such. But again, right now our company is in no position to do so. And yes, we're broke. Yes, we are. We're almost anyway. Okay, the Vulcan is now finished. That's good. Just got to wait another 7 days for our Locust.
We're nearly broke, Commander.
Yes, I know. Darius, I'm aware. Oh yeah, and you can also get flashpoints, which are special missions that come up as well. High risk, high reward drops with multiple combat drops. Ha! Very funny, Chris. Very funny.
Hey, boss.
Hey.
We've just completed those upgrades.
That's good. So that one's done. Oh, Mercury's broadcast. I thought Arano 2 is dead. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is the events of the main campaign. If you do the story campaign, which we are not doing. But yeah, the stuff going on in the periphery. So what we do, yeah, we can add campaign flashpoints if we want. So yeah, we can add that, which gives us a little bit of a cutscene.
I am Kamea of House Arano, High Lady of the Oregon Reach, Protector of Coromadir, and the sword of restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times.
Oh, hey, the Star League.
About the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great Mechwarriors of old.
Yep.
Guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace.
Yeah, Mechwarriors used
I
to
always
be...
dreamed of following in their footsteps.
Nah, you're fine, Chris.
I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism
Mechwarriors originally
or
were
a
kind of like
noble
knights.
cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day.
Hey, Highlander and that.
Hiring you.
Locust.
I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind,
Or
your
even
actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
Yeah, that's basically the intro to the campaign because we started the campaign flashpoint, which we can go and do at a later date. Yeah, see now we've got the flashpoint in Mechwarrior. So yeah, so if we have a look at our navigation. This one's loaded up, there we are. So we should be able to see that particular flashpoint. Mechwarrior is over here somewhere, I believe. Yeah, I believe this one means... Yeah, there it is. See, travel cost is... it takes 55 days to get there. But we get a nice loot cache. No restriction on tonnage, so we can bring as many mechs as we can. Not consecutive, and it's a single engagement. So our lance probably is up to that, but we don't have the cash to actually pay for the jump ships to get us there. And there's also a flashpoint here too. Something of unknown origin. Rescue operation on the utmost edge of the Rimroad frontier. And we would get a rare item for getting involved in that. But again, we don't have the money to pay for the jump ship fees. So for now, we will just stay where we are and get things repaired up. Get some more money. And fixed. So now all of our mechs are now in pretty good shape. Yeah, that one's still being worked on, but that won't be done before the final report. So we can leave the Hornet here, and we can work on we can deploy with a lance of 4 mechs. So one thing I do want to see is, can we load the commando? Oh, it is compat. So we could actually get a commando together. So I think we will. Yeah, costs money to do it though. So yeah, I think we might. Because we need 4 parts in order to build a complete mech. I think, yeah, to be able to deploy a commando would be pretty nice.
That
It's a
mech
good
you
light
wanted
mech.
is back online.
Okay. So there's the vehicle, which we're not going to deploy because we are a mech company. But let's see. Does the commando need any work done to it? Otherwise, we can deploy with a commando, which is really nice. No, it looks like it is complete and ready to roll. Yeah. Yeah, so we have an SRM-6 and an SRM-4. Those are short-range missiles. So you get up close, but they can do a lot of damage. You can see 8 times 4 8 times 6 damage. They can do a lot of damage on a mech if they get up close. And it has a medium laser for sort of a little bit of sustainability, but lower armor in general means it's a bit more vulnerable to being hit. But you can get that if there are special armors which can make it lighter, and you can make structure lighter, which means you can fit more things onto the mech. But that's stuff that comes later, because we don't have access to any of that right now. So that's good. So that's nice. So we now have a commando to deploy, which is very good. Commandos are always solid mechs to deploy. So that's good. Although, looking at the time, I think we will call this here before we go on our next mission. So, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed and had fun. And what we will do is, I will set up for a raid. Yeah. So let's see who is playing Battletech right. Okay. Oh. Okay. Baradul. He's quite a well-known Battletech streamer. And you're very welcome, Chris. So I will raid Baradul in the raid, and we can go say hi. And yeah, he's a very well-known Battletech streamer. So I will see you next time.